They cannot afford health care in the U.S., so a growing number of Americans are now going overseas to have surgery. Russell Kinsella shows us what's behind a new type of outsourcing that's being called medical tourism.
That was from a distance, as you can see, the cow standing right there in front.
Tom and Mary Borda from Houston, Missouri, are watching video they shot in India, where they traveled not for an exotic vacation.
Now, this is right outside the hospital.
But to receive medical care.
And it was kind of the waiting area when you're meeting with the doctors.
The Bordas are uninsured and worried they couldn't afford treatment for Mary's potential heart problem after learning the cost for medical tests alone.
And I said, I want to know how much it's going to cost. And she told me it was going to be $4,000 plus.
So the Bordas contacted a company called Planet Hospital, which arranges for Americans to travel overseas for medical procedures. Tom and Mary traveled to New Delhi, where doctors at Max Hospital put both of them through a series of extensive medical tests, and it only cost $1,043. Doctors determined that Mary had a minor heart irregularity, but Tom had a blocked artery. The same artery operated on 3 years ago at a Springfield, Missouri hospital, which charged full price.
It was over $35,000. And even to this day, we're still paying on it.
Doctors in India removed the blockage in a surgery that cost only $7,000.
$28,000 difference for the exact same thing that I had done.
With an estimated 45 million uninsured in America, 500,000 traveled overseas last year for medical treatment. Planet Hospital arranges for medical procedures at hospitals in Mexico, Costa Rica, Belgium, India, Singapore, and Thailand. At hospitals that look more like high-end shopping malls and offer everything from routine physicals to cosmetic to open heart surgery at a fraction of the cost. A $75,000 heart bypass surgery in the U.S. costs $7,000 in India. A gastric bypass operation that costs $25,000 here costs $6,000 in Costa Rica. And a $47,000 knee replacement surgery costs $26,000 in Singapore.
Their quality is as good as the United States.
St. Louis University business professor Dr. Jung Kim says there are good reasons foreign hospitals are cheaper.
The foreign hospitals and doctors don't have malpractice.
Strict limitations on malpractice awards and lower overhead keep costs down.
Plus, the foreign hospitals don't pay pensions and the retirement, health insurance sometimes.
The U.S. may have shipped manufacturing jobs to China and outsourced call centers to India, but most people can't imagine leaving the world's richest nation to go to a developing country for medical care. That's why the number one question people ask about medical tourism is just how good is the quality of care? And the answer surprises many.
The many hospitals in India, Thailand, Costa Rica, they do meet U.S. standards, and also many doctors already have accreditation from American Medical Board.
Cows may patrol the outside of the Bordas Hospital in dusty New Delhi, but they say the inside was spotless.
It was beautiful, comfortable. We had better care there than you get here.
Here's the real downside. If there's a problem with the surgery, you might find yourself suing in a foreign court where they don't see many malpractice claims. And if there are complications, you can't run back to the doctor's office. It's thousands of miles away. For the Bordas, if something goes wrong, their plan is just to go to the nearest emergency room. But with low costs and high quality, medical tourism is a trend that's likely to grow.
We're going back probably in the spring of next year.
Primarily, it's the uninsured who are traveling overseas for health care, but already a couple of insurance companies offer trips to foreign hospitals as a cost-cutting option.